This cluster is so different. Maybe the Scourge is absorbing certain wavelengths.
Does it ever give anything back?
Anomaly on sensors. I'm picking up something. Deploying probe. Getting a scan. I'm picking up something. Probe's launched. I found something. I'm picking up something. Deploying probe. Detecting what's left of a ship. Drax's theories. A real Turian aeronaut. The first to cross the ocean in a balloon.
On Paladin? Brave soul. There aren't many soft places to land.
Anomaly detected. Probes launched. Detecting what's left of a ship. Anomaly on sensors. Probe away. Anomaly found. named the system after a Batarian pioneer, their first astronaut. It's good to remember these things. Anomaly on sensors. Probes launched. Got a reading from the asteroid belt. I'm picking up something. Probe away. We've got a crater. We're on course.
By the way, our term for a loved one is tailshay.
It is?
I thought you or Ryder might like to know.
I...
Smoke in the distance. Probably the crashed ship we're looking for. Cat killing other cat?
They really are going all out. We've got Kett.
That's all of them.
What's this?
It appears to be a Kett data log, Pathfinder. It may contain saved data of some variety.
Can we access this data, Sam?
The device is locked.
Anything you can do to bypass the lock?
This is beyond my current capabilities. We have never encountered a Kett device with security like this before. I suggest we bring it back to the Tempest for further analysis.
Suvi might be able to figure it out.
Welcome back. It's almost unbelievable that some of the Kett would be fighting their own. The Kett always seems so monolithic, almost faceless.
There's so much we still don't know about how their society functions.
The stuff you've brought in is helping shed some light on those questions. Speaking of which, this device you found at that destroyed Kett ship, it's secured with a biometric lock that can only be activated with a specific genetic code.
So, like a fingerprint scan, except with a genetic fingerprint.
Exactly. Whatever's in this, it's probably only meant for trusted individuals.
So you're saying I have to track down some Kett?
But that would be impossible, Ryder. Remember those Kett genetic samples you scanned on Volt? Lexi's been working on the data, and I have an idea that just might work. We should go talk with her when you have time.
Got your memo, Suvi. Data's right here, but I'm not sure what you're expecting to find.
Tell me you have it all sequenced.
Yes, of course. It was the first thing I...
Perfect. Sam, can you test combinations of sequences against the lock?
Testing.
Brute force, Dr. Anwar?
Tried and true methods. And with Sam's processing speed, it should take no time.
Key found.
Whoa. We thought it was a data log, but it's not. It's...
It just locked onto a transmission.
Does it compromise our security?
The device is a receiver. It will not reveal our location.
This transmission is audio.
The Archon has abandoned our way, spurns tradition, defies protocol. He abuses his authority, obsesses over Remnant secrets, and keeps us cut off from home. This cannot continue. He will return to the path of right or be destroyed. This is my promise. An Archon stands tall only while we hold him up.
Someone's really upset at the Archon.
A collectivist culture would take a harsh view of any action that defied the will of the group. And isolating the Kett here would breed resentment. They may feel abandoned.
Kett? Feeling abandoned?
Some things are universal.
I wonder if there's a way to trace the signal. Scanning for nav point. I'll transmit it to your Omni tool, in case you want to check it out.
What do you think we'll find out there?
I don't know. It might be a base of Kett dissidents organizing against the Archon.
Whatever it is, please be careful, Ryder.
System, home of Eos and Prodromos.
Descent is green.
Kett signals detected ahead, Pathfinder.
Loot from our outposts. And an Ark escape pod? Where did they get that?
Doesn't matter. They're not keeping it.
We need an up-close scan.
Enemies behind you! Well executed!
This is the nav point Suvi gave us, but there's nothing here. Just this beacon.
Transmission's probably routed through a bunch of these. If I was spouting treasonous nonsense, I'd be careful too. Nice hit.
Pathfinder, I have located another node on this network. Updating your Omni tool with the information.
Got Kett.
I'm Victor. Another variant. Select variant. Reflexes were impressive.
Duranti R11 Holar. In need of assistance.
No longer aware of where it is. Dispose of it.
Sure we can't find a way to kill him again? Looks like they found it drifting and brought it here.
I'm not able to extrapolate point of origin, Pathfinder.
But the Ark could be intact, like the Hyperion.
Let's hope so.
Watching the corners.
These caves could be a good shelter, if people need it.
Signs of Kett still linger. There's no getting rid of them.
Pathfinder, I have located another node on this network. Updating your Omni tool with the information.
BlackRock signal comes and goes. You've evened out the weather, but I wouldn't call reception clear. EO still feels frontier. Claim, but not tame, you like to say.
That's it for hostiles. Let's see what this beacon has for us.
Pathfinder, I have located another node on this network. Updating your Omni tool with the information. Transmission is strong and unobstructed here, Pathfinder.
Looks like they're all dead.
Exaltation lifted our ancestors out of sorrow and tribulation. This noble gift now allows us to raise others, and share in the genetic bounty of this galaxy. But the Archon would selfishly hoard what Helios has to offer.
Recorded messages?
Meant to be broadcast to the Kett, most likely.
The Archon does not serve Kett interests, only his own. He wastes our time on the Remnant, but keeps all knowledge for himself. These are the acts of a traitor, not true Kett. The Archon believes Meridian will bring him power. He will become the master of the Remnant, its sole master. Once Helios submits, where does the traitor turn his gaze? Think. Understand. Our home is in peril.
Well, we found it. This looks like a comm console. It's probably what's sending out the messages.
All that work, and this is all we get?
And so you have found me. You are a single-minded creature, Pathfinder. I see it now. Your determination will grant the Kett dominion over this galaxy.
Not on my watch, asshole.
This posturing benefits no one. Our confrontation is inevitable, not imminent. I did not reveal myself as a traitor easily. I did so only because I seek a mutual benefit.
Getting rid of the Archon.
The Archon's obsession with the Remnant incites chaos and endangers all we've worked for. This must end.
Still not seeing how I don't benefit from chaos within Kett ranks.
Because it means the Archon lives and challenges you for Meridian, which you desire. I need only ensure nothing stands between you and your target. Once he is cut down, the Remnant will cease to be a concern. We will complete our purpose here and leave.
Exalting the Ankara.
One day you will be family. Till then, fight if you must. But I offer a reprieve from this conflict, so you can destroy a mutual enemy.
It'll give us an ace in our back pocket. Just make sure the gun's loaded when we use it.
The Kett cannot be trusted. Ryder, think.
Why do you oppose the Archon?
The Archon says he will use Meridian to dominate this cluster. He says Meridian will bring us victory. We have never needed Remnant to be victorious. No, he wants more. His ambition is plain. I am not alone in this thought.
What exactly do I get from this deal?
Sometime soon, I will be called upon by the Archon to destroy you. When that time arrives, I will provide you with the means to disable my ship.
Or you could just leave me alone.
And should you fail to bring down the Archon, my treachery will be exposed.
You make me sick.
We don't deal with Kett. Ever.
So be it. I hope you found some satisfaction chasing my messages. You will gain nothing else from this. I bid you goodbye, Pathfinder. We will not speak again.
Ascent is go.
Hello?
He offered to put me on the transfer list for an outpost, but I said no.
I talk to my family every day.
Ryder, good to see you. We've been working with Dr. Aradana and her team on the problem of getting to Meridian.
We think we have the answer.
I'm listening.
It's plans for new technology we've designated Ghost Storm.
When you approach Meridian, our own ships can broadcast fake returns for the Tempest.
The Kett won't know which one is real. It will confuse their sensors and draw their ships off.
It could buy you some time.
I can work with that, just enough to give us an advantage.
The rest is up to you.
I can handle it, though it means going against the initiative. We're alone here. You didn't hear that.
Hear what? We've been collating gamma charts all day.
A risk comes with the job. Part of being a Pathfinder.
Let's get to it then. The Archon isn't sitting on his hands.
You'll need to research the Ghost Storm technology first. Then we'll meet you at Meridian.
Good luck.
Largely because Kett technology appears mimetic, taking designs from different sources to improve their own. It is a familiar pattern. Observe, conquer, incorporate.
Ryder, could we chat?
Ah, there you are. I was wondering, when you found the Solarian Ark, was anything strange? Out of place?
You mean besides the exalted Krogan, the relics, and getting jabbed in the neck? Why are you asking?
Because a few hours ago, we received this.
Hello, Ryder. I don't think the Solarian Ark was captured by chance. If you want to know more, meet me at these coordinates.
That's all. Do you think it's some sort of hoax?
Now that I think about it, a Kett armada just stumbling across the Solarian Ark seems a little convenient.
Coincidences do happen, though when you put it like that. I'll put the coordinates for this meeting in the nav computer. I suppose there's no harm in making sure.
That's a long way to fall. Shield boost enabled.
This is coming back to the Tempest. Nice work. We were sent.
And the message about the Salarians?
Let's stay sharp.
Excellently done.
We walked right into it.
Let's look around. They might have left something. From their gear, they were hoping to capture someone.
Probably me. Sorry about that. Though if you'd broken a sweat, I'd be sorrier.
You sent us the message about the Solarian Ark?
Yes, Major Salin Vaughn, STG, retired, of course.
What's STG?
Special Tasks Group. Back home, we were field agents who gathered intelligence and handled inconveniences.
The Solarian Union's fixers.
If you prefer. As I said, these days I stick with retiree.
Espionage is a job that follows you home. Or across galaxies.
Until there's nothing for it but to grow a conscience. Let's be frank, there are too many inconsistencies aboard our Ark. They only make sense if someone betrayed us to the Kett. My best suspect is a biologist, Dr. Adden, but the evidence is thin. I need a Pathfinder to verify what I've found, or I risk arresting an innocent man.
Who's Adden? Why would he betray his Ark?
An ex-military biologist from the early wake-up team on our Ark. He claims to be studying the Kett. As for why, I intend to ask him.
Couldn't Reka help you solve this?
I trust Reka implicitly, but I can't say the same for her team. You are obviously trustworthy. If you were involved, you wouldn't have saved our Ark in the first place.
All right, I'm in. How do we catch your traitor?
I only have 2 leads left. Dr. Adden's equipment and a Kett who might be his handler. I need you and your Sam to analyze them. If we show Dr. Adden's in regular contact with the Kett, that would prove he's the one.
What's the standard punishment for Kett collaborators?
Most people would settle for an angry mob, but I like to think justice made the trip out here. Remember Dr. Adden's equipment and his Kett contact. This has to be watertight. Good luck.
Leaving a Varl. Bridge is yours, Pathfinder. Welcome back.
Beginning approach.
Vold orbit is steady.
Approaching the LZ.
That looks like Kett tech. Let's get a scan. Let's get a scan. STG agent was right. This Kett was Dr. Adam's contact.
One's gone.
Let's get a scan.
This Kett has a Milky Way comm device implanted. Particle vibration on the transmitter resembles Solarian encryptions.
Resembles doesn't prove much. The Kett could have found the implant on the Solarian Ark.
There is still Aden's equipment.
This must be Dr. Adam's workspace. The one the STG agent is investigating.
This equipment has been sterilized with a standard radioisotope. There are trace elements of biomaterial that could be consistent with exaltation pods.
Or they could be leftovers from Adam's experiments. Both of these leads seem circumstantial. Nothing proves Adam betrayed the Ark.
Collaborators usually show more signs.
Let's go back to the Nexus and ask Reika about this. She could know something.
Welcome back. Fold orbit is steady.
cherry-like fruit brought back from Habitat 7 has authorities baffled. Multiple passengers are still in quarantine. This is HNS. Archero advises that power consumption is nominal.
Ah, Ryder. Grab a seat.
So afterwards, the cat got twitchy. Took me a while to get back.
The idea of Solarians figuring out exaltation must keep them up at night.
Oh, I hope so.
It's satisfying to wipe that smug look off Kett faces.
Your star maps were helpful, by the way.
You're welcome. Between us, charting the Scourge and Ryder's vault data, the Kett will run out of bolt holes.
I'll send you our latest.
I'll take a copy as well. Anything to expand the search grid.
Still hunting down the stasis pods.
And finding them. Having a partner AI makes one hell of a difference. I guess I need to train a successor, and figure out how to prepare them.
Better to find your wings as you fly. Worked for us, didn't it?
There's only one way to find out what kind of Pathfinder you are.
Ha. Guess so.
In the meantime, we've a serious matter to deal with. The first vintage bottled in Andromeda. Sent as a gift.
A good thing I brought my flask. Damn, that smells good.
Since we've got a moment to ourselves, shall we toast?
To our crews, our Sams, and each other. May we always find our path home.
Sounds like our experience was a picnic compared to what the Solarians went through. Rake is determined to put an end to exaltation, and she'll have every bullet I can lend her.
Cora said you fought plenty of battles, that you were the hero of Kirkus.
Ha! I survived Kirkus, anyway.
What happened?
The enemy fired artillery at civilian targets. I used my biotics to shield part of a city. I can make a good shield, as you've seen. I lost dear friends in that battle, but we saved a lot of people. If that makes me a hero, I'll take it.
Cora really idolized you. Have you spoken since?
Awkwardly. She's angry, but trying to understand. But we do speak, and more importantly, listen. Reminds me of the days when I had students.
Now that the Asari Ark is safe, what's next for you?
I'll be tracking the Kett through their secret routes in the Scourge and burning them out. Charting the Scourge will help everyone. Some incidental revenge is a bonus.
I never knew Matriarch Ashara, the last Asari Pathfinder. What was she like?
The best my people have to offer. Powerful, just, diplomatic. I was a dowdy soldier by comparison. I tell myself she'd understand why but she didn't think that way. Diplomacy allows compromise. War doesn't.
Good luck, Sarissa.
Thank you. I'll need it.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone all power grid adjustments must be approved before...
So it's official? You're part of our little club?
I know I was reluctant, but it was the right call. Thanks for the push.
I know you make Mason proud.
I'm trying.
How have you been since HO47C?
Fine, I'm fine.
Keep internalizing your feelings and you're bound to explode. Doesn't have to be me, but you should talk to someone.
I talked to Sam.
That's a start. Pathfinder versus Spectre. How does it compare?
They're completely different beasts. As a Spectre, I worked in the shadows. Intel was on a need-to-know basis. Here, everyone's looking to me. Looking to me. It's all out in the open.
Which do you prefer?
Being a Spectre was easier, but being a Pathfinder's more rewarding.
So, how are you finding the new post?
Not used to having people question my actions, but I like the challenge. More than I thought I would.
Any regrets?
My only regret is that Mason isn't here to see me play diplomat with Tan. Back in the Milky Way, I would have punched sense into that worm. Now, I use my words. I'm a changed man.
How's life on the Nexus treating you?
Running water and rations. It's a beautiful thing. I can tell people are still shook up from the uprising, but compared to Varl, things almost feel normal.
Any luck finding other survivors from Natanis?
Brought in another batch yesterday. Still too many unaccounted for, but we're getting there.
I'll keep an eye out.
Thanks, Ryder. Appreciate it.
Good seeing you, Avitus.
Stay safe out there.
Ryder, always a pleasure. I hear you're assisting Major Salem Varn's investigation into Dr. Adden.
You know Salem?
I met him once or twice. A remarkable agent, despite his age. Unfortunately, my attempts to aid him have stalled.
What do you make of Salem's theory that someone betrayed your people?
It seems monstrous, but the more I consider it, the more the facts seem to fit. I've tried enlisting ARC leadership, those who woke first, but they've been busy, unhelpful, or both. Perhaps we should get creative.
Hey, if we don't break the rules, who will?
One of the ARC officers who woke early, Rand Lon, has an apartment here. If he's too busy to help, you could scan around, carefully, see what you can find.
Any logistics updates are due within the hour.
Ah, Ryder, my hero. We Solarians have a tough road ahead. It's hard to wake up to such loss. But we are not the first, just one of many. Is there anything on your mind?
What can you tell me about my father?
He was a friend, and what he shared with me was shared in confidence. But I can tell you, the Alec Ryder he showed to the world was but a sliver of the whole. He felt that to lead, he must project utter confidence. With me, he shared his fears and doubts, or at least a few of them. I considered that a great compliment.
Is Captain Hager doing well?
Hager is training to be my successor, if or when the need arises. We lost so many of our leaders during our captivity. It's left several roles open to fill. Hager is a dedicated officer. The sky's the limit for him. He'd make a strong Pathfinder.
You're not thinking of skipping out on us, are you?
Of course not. But life is a balancing act, and tipping points lurk around every corner. The better prepared he is, the smoother the transition.
How are your people adjusting to life here?
We are resilient. Our lifespan is short, so we have a built-in drive to maximize every minute. Many of us are getting to the business of bolstering our numbers and looking for opportunities to settle worlds. I have a few select teams looking into the Kett. The better we know the enemy, the more prepared we'll be for whatever they throw at us next.
How did you get involved with the Initiative?
My claim to fame in the Milky Way was that I found a way to restore the biodiversity of my homeworld. For decades, we knew that the planet would soon be unable to sustain us, so I was something of a hero. My work caught your father's attention, and he, how shall I say, laid on the charm to enlist me for the Initiative.
Oh yeah?
Your father could be very charming when he wished.
What is it you strive for? For you, I mean.
For me, all I've ever wanted is clarity. I devote much of my time looking in the mirror, trying to understand myself. Some might find it narcissistic, but in knowing myself, I can be true in the moment, with little self-interrogation. Ultimately, the motivation is to live a life free of regret. I have come close, thus far.
Nice talking with you, Reka.
I am at your disposal, Ryder.
Maintenance crews, please report to the Commons area. Centurion Arc. Species are at odds as talks break down over a unified curriculum for Initiative kids. The Asari say they'll wait it out until demands are met. This is HNS.
Locked.
I may be able to hack this, Pathfinder.
And we're in. Definitely the apartment Reika mentioned. Password protected. Little help, Sam?
Accessing. It contains financial and personnel reports. However, the EM signature suggests data was recently cleaned.
Freshly vacuumed.
Traces of dust still remain. Based on the Scourge radiation count, they came from a remote world.
So Rand Lon, or someone in his apartment, went exploring out there. It's been watered recently.
A single fiber is caught on a leaf. It shows traces of novetamine.
A drug?
A neurodepressant reported in some Andromeda wildlife. This plant is not one of them.
Okay, something's fishy. Sam, can you work out which planet the dust on the floor came from?
I have a candidate. No record of any official visit. Once in orbit, I can approximate a nav point.
What are you doing in my apartment?
You must be Rand Lon.
Yes. You're the one who saved our Ark. What are you doing here?
I'm conducting an investigation about the Solarian Ark. I wanted to check a few things.
Ah, I did hear about this. I was too busy to assist. I suppose I'll have to make the time. What do you need?
I'd like to ask Dr. Aiden a few questions. Do you know him? Or where he is?
Oh yes. Aden's some sort of biologist. We were among the first to wake up. Difficult times. I haven't seen him since the Ark was rescued. Why Aden?
Salen Varn mentioned...
Salen? Huh, I see. If the Major's at it again, this makes more sense.
What do you mean?
No, I won't spread rumors. You can go, but I wouldn't break into any more homes on Salen's advice.
If I've been misled, I should hear these rumors.
The Major is brilliant, but he's just been in STG too long. He's been bothering us with conspiracies since he woke up. It's common in retired agents. They can't navigate a world without espionage.
I see.
Look, let's forget this happened. For the Major's sake. Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Still got that planet identified, Sam?
Yes, Pathfinder.
Welcome back. We're on course.
abyssal. Keep away from it.
Pathfinder, these are the approximate coordinates extrapolated from the Solarian apartment.
It appears empty.
There's sand traps all over. Let's look under the surface. Something was here, then dragged that way.
Scavengers. Might be trouble.
The trail leads right to them.
Barely.
Pass the metagel. Let's get him back on his feet.
Salen, what happened to you?
Salen? Very familiar for our first real meeting.
You're sure he's okay?
I contacted you, hoping one of my suspects would do something reckless, and unfortunately, he did. I imagine I was supposed to vanish out here while he used my cloak device. Any Salen you met was Dr. Adden in disguise.
Wait, you... He asked me to analyze leads that could implicate him.
Let me guess. Adden asked you to scan those leads. I suspected the traitor was hiding messages on optical encoders. Those messages were the real proof I needed, but a powerful scanner like yours would wipe them. Adden used you and, my investigation to cover his tracks. Canny bastard.
I feel like you and Dr. Adden are taking turns yanking my strings.
Then who was Adden's puppeteer? Everything comes back to our arc. Adden didn't have the clearance to alter logs or affect the nav computer, yet he's obviously guilty. I suspect Adden is the front man for a conspiracy involving the Kett. He's the key to blowing it open.
Right. Except Adden got rid of anything we had on him, and I'll bet Rand Lan has disappeared.
Adden. Ah, he forgot the dart he poisoned me with. Still in there, with the ballistics intact. Contact Adden, feign ignorance, and ask for a meeting. I'll be there to arrest him.
We'd need somewhere to meet Adden. Somewhere neutral.
There are caves on Kadara that might be suitable.
Send the word.
in Gadara.
Keep expecting outlaws to jump out at us.
All right, let's see what's inside.
Boost enabled.
There you are. Did you investigate those leads?
I learned you're a Kett collaborator and a murderer.
Who's one victim short?
So it's true. Old spies really do live forever.
This old spy would punch you if he wasn't carrying evidence in his chest.
I tried to give you a decent burial, Major. There was no time to convince you of our cause.
Save it, Aden. You betrayed your people. You'll never see daylight again.
My people agreed to this. Several of us woke early, prepped the Ark, and then we found the Kett, an unstoppable enemy. So we made a pact. Sacrifice our Ark to the Kett and learn their secrets, so one day we could destroy them along with their exaltation.
Hey, I know how not to get exalted. Get ourselves exalted, you idiot.
Listen, there is an empire of Kett beyond Helios. All-powerful conquerors who will invade us eventually. The secrets we learn could stop our extinction before it begins. Give us our freedom, and they're yours. Don't let this go to waste.
What exactly are you offering?
The intricacies of the Kett Empire. Vassals, potential weak points, exaltation secrets.
Which we can't confirm, and you could have pulled out of your cloaca.
We had to sacrifice civilians for this, Major. Will you let that be for nothing?
Put this traitor where he belongs, Major.
We have particular accommodations for collaborators.
Arrest me, and you'll never find the others.
I've got nothing but time to look. I'm retired, remember? Me, Reika, the others, we all owe you for this, Ryder. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need a militia pickup, the doctor, and the biggest drink on Nexus.